Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Political cartoonists walk a fine line with their cutting satire of people in power. And in Barcelona, two cartoonists discovered the limits the hard way. Manuel Fontedevila and Guillermo Torres of the weekly El Jueves magazine drew Spain's crown prince having sex with his wife. They were lampooning a new law that offers parents €2,500 on the birth of every child in the country. The cartoon joked that if the prince had a child and got paid, it would be the closest thing to real work he ever did. It seems a judge didn't find the joke very funny, and the two artists were fined €3,000 each for having vilified the crown in the most gratuitous and unnecessary way. Many of you have written in to weigh in on the debate over cartoonists who've supposedly crossed the line. Kohai in Tokyo in Japan believes the cartoonist went beyond the realm of freedom of expression. There are certain things that should not be protected by free speech. It doesn't matter who you are, the royal family should be respected because they are a symbol of their nation. Amadou in Morocco believes the cartoonists need to follow a code of ethics and says, freedom does not mean the freedom to harm other people, however slight it may be. Honey in California believes the judge was wrong in his ruling and thinks there's a double standard involved. Don't they call this democracy in the Western world? If printing obscene cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, can be called freedom of speech and democratic, then why is this cartoon an issue? The king and his wife do indeed have sex. We also received a wide range of opinions in our latest question of the week posted on YouTube. We asked, how can peace and stability be brought to Pakistan? Hani Yassin offers the following suggestion. Get rid of all the corrupt leaders, Musharraf, Bhutto, Sharif, etc. Deport them to the USA, and this way the US will stop meddling in other countries. Another viewer posted the following response on the politics of the country. Pakistan has a history littered with dictators and instability. Peace seems unlikely until a leader able to effectively unite the people of Pakistan emerges. The Merrill believes desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't want to admit it, but Pakistan needs a strong dictator running the government. Before any additional freedoms can be brought to the country, the entire country needs to be under the control of the central government. Now, we've shared a number of really odd stories with you here on Street Talk, but some really do push the limits. A man in southern India married a female dog in a traditional Hindu ceremony as an attempt to atone for stoning two other dogs to death. The 33-year-old farmer, identified as Selva Kumar, believes he was cursed for what he did, that his hearing and speech were impaired, and that he was unable to walk. Doctors were clueless, but an astrologer finally told him he was cursed by the spirits of the dogs he'd killed. The soothsayer told him he could undo the curse only if he married a dog and lived with it. Well, after a long search for a suitable bride, Selva Kumar managed to find a 4-year-old dog from a friend and had a fully fledged Hindu wedding. Who said marriage was rough? That's it until next time. Do keep sending in your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.